All right, we're live.
Okay, so the Super Bowl was unexpected. Like, I knew the Rams were going to be in it. That was just
Yeah,
like a given. But the Bengals had to be the most unexpected team, at least coming out of the AFC.
yeah. The amount of shit talk I heard from the Bengals fans, it was insane.
I was like, I give them props. Like they had all the right to talk shit.
Yeah, they had the right to talk because they torched us for Joe Burrow torched us for almost 1,000 yards in this 2 games.
Yeah, but like Joe Burrow is gonna die if they don't fix the line. Like against top tier, like even defensive tackles like Jeffrey Simmons, Aaron Donald, they both had 3 sacks on him.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna either address the
It,
line in the draft and then address it in free agency. But knowing the Bengals, pretty sure like from what I've heard, they've been their GM or whoever does all that stuff is like stingy or just like cheap.
no, one of my friends on Twitter at a Hoodie Hilton, he said it best. Buy what you need in a draft skill position.
Yeah.
That's like I don't think I could have said it any better. That's essentially how you do a good rebuild.
Yeah, so far they're doing a good job, but it's like, then again, I don't think they would have made the Super Bowl had they drafted Panay, and I'm a huge
Yeah,
Panay fan, and I'm biased with
yeah,
him.
that's that's true though because without Jamar Chase, their receiving core is still good, but it's not over the top as it is.
Yeah, so I think in in hindsight, it was a better idea to do that, but going into the draft, like that was like looked at as like one of the worst decisions they could have made.
Yeah, I have a take. I don't know if it's necessarily hot. Some people agree with it, but as of right now, February 21st, 2022, Aaron Donald is the greatest defensive player of all time.
Well, Bill Belichick's not gonna like that.
That is a fact. At least that's what I believe.
Yeah,
His his impact alone is insane. And before the championship, he was already the greatest interior defensive lineman.
I don't know. I saw a tweet like months ago where it's like what is like your Mount Rushmore of a defensive line, and a lot of people didn't put Aaron Donald in there, or they're more
That's
like
weird as shit.
not just yet.
Nah, he's definitely there. Like he had everything for a career except the championship. I would say MVP, but that's very hard to win as a defensive player.
Which is why people still consider LT the best defensive player of all
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's different. Aaron Donald comes out there and gets blocked by almost everybody on the line every play.
Yeah, he gets like triple teamed,
Yeah, and he's doing what he does like
and he's
in the interior.
what I find crazy is he pretty much gets triple teamed every game this season, but still ended up
Yeah,
with over 10 plus sacks.
yeah. And 10 sacks alone from a defensive tackle is crazy.
Yeah,
But he consistently gets like 12 or 13.
honestly,
And
if they can run it back, then I wouldn't mind crowning him the greatest defensive player ever.
yeah, they're definitely gonna run it back. I just like they needed to win a championship because they went. I don't think they have a draft pick until 2024, like a single draft pick at all.
No, it's I think they just gave up their first, second, and I believe third this year.
Hmm.
They
Yeah,
gave up their first and I think second next year.
yeah,
Like I saw the one of the one of the I think the Rams GM had a shirt at the championship parade saying like go fuck them draft picks.
yeah. That's hilarious.
I thought that was funny.
Uh, Jamar Chase is gonna be amazing because he was doing like he was open on the last play of the game, like against Jalen Ramsey, and they would have won them the game if they just had time.
Yeah.
And he was torching Ramsey all game, which is crazy because like there were certain games where he was just like not a factor.
Yeah. It's weird seeing like Jalen Ramsey actually get cooked because I'm just so used to
Yeah,
just him.
yeah,
Yeah.
he does. He That's just Jamar Chase. You can't really like do anything about that.
What I still find funny is how coming out of the draft, Justin Jefferson was was a good receiver, but people forgot that Jamar Chase was the better receiver.
Yeah, it's because Jamar Chase took a year off of football.
Yeah. Because I still think that LSU team is like one of the greatest teams I've ever seen. Next
It might
to
be the best.
next to the that Georgia team this year.
Yeah, the Georgia team was good. I really hate the narrative that their offense was good because their offense was average. Their defense was just one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, had they got someone like a Caleb Williams, I think they could have been like they could have been like unstoppable.
Hmm.
But yeah, he ended up going to USC, and most likely Pac-12 is just, it's a toss-up. It can be any team. It could be any of the top three teams, being Utah, USC, and Oregon.
We play Utah in the first week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like first game we play Utah.
Yeah, I would watch out for the defense though. Like I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
because they got a transfer from us from defense,
Yeah, and then
and we played them week one.
yeah, 'cause I was gonna say he then is it probably gonna be the replacement of Devin Lloyd?
Hmm. I
But
don't know why he wanted. He was our lead tackler. He was very good. I don't know why he wanted out.
and if you guys are curious, he's a Florida fan.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a Grizzlies, Titans, and Florida fan.
And I'm Oregon, Blazers, and Ravens. But yeah, you, honestly, I don't know Oregon's expectations this year. It's gonna be like it's like both of our teams are under a new head coach, and it's like
Yeah,
I think both teams don't really have any like expectations. Like we're not expected to like dominate or take over our respective conferences.
yeah. Like, I can live through bad years. I just can't. I I can live with bad defense. I can't live with bad quarterback play. I really can't.
Can't live without Emory Jones.
Yeah, I cannot live with. He is by far like he's probably the worst quarterback I've seen attempt at Florida, aside from Austin Appleby.
Yeah, I still remember you trying to start the Anthony Richardson agenda.
Yes, yes, it's starting back up this year. I don't what? He's he's gonna start. He literally has to. He got surgery on I think his foot
Okay.
or his leg from where he something happened to his hamstring. Like I think he tore his hamstring, and then he kept running like 50 yards for a touchdown.
Okay. Because I was wondering why he didn't get any time in the bowl game.
Yeah, he had to opt out because of the surgery.
Okay. But didn't you guys end up winning your bowl game?
No,
Who did you guys lose to?
UCF,
Hmm.
Central Florida.
Yeah.
Hate them.
I mean,
They're
could have been worse. You
they,
could have got torched by Caleb Williams.
nah. I'd rather that happen. Really, like real talk. I would rather that happen because we lost to the second most hated team in Florida for me,
What's the first?
Florida State.
Okay.
Uh,
What are your
uh,
thoughts on Miami? I just want to know your.
Miami's cool because like they suck, but they think they're gonna be good, and then they get humbled like week one every year. It's hilarious. But like,
Bro,
cause like De'Aaron King, he is not a good quarterback.
he's
Even
not that
before the
guy.
injury, even before the injuries, he was not like that good. But there was always like this narrative that he was gonna be great.
And then I see a lot of Miami fans praising their starting quarterback right now, Tyler Van Dyke.
Yeah, but he was playing. He was actually playing good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I might just get the feeling that it could end up being the same thing that Cristobal did with Oregon, with
Hmm.
how him and the coordinator held back Justin Herbert.
Like I think Justin Herbert right now. I still think he's better than Joe Burrow, but I think Joe Burrow has more potential
Yeah.
just because of the situations.
Well, obviously I'm biased with Justin Herbert, so
Yeah, but like Joe Burrow's a good player, but he's not always the smartest player. Like he'll take sacks for like no reason, but he could throw the ball away.
yeah,
I will never condone taking a sack unless you literally have to.
yeah. And honestly, it's gonna suck being a division rival now, because
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I like Burrow, but I'm not like the person that roots for a rival team.
yeah. I saw like a lot of Ravens fans rooting for the Bengals.
Yeah, I never got that.
Yeah, I
Like I
don't either.
get like I get the whole thing about like you like make sure to represent the division, but it's like at the
Nah,
end of the day, that's still a rival. You don't want to see him like
nah.
do better than
I will
you.
never. I will never represent the division. I would never do that. If the if the Colts, Texans, or Jaguars ever made the Super Bowl or ever made it farther than us,
You
I would root for their downfall at any possible moment.
Yeah, which is what I did. I was rooting for the Rams. Granted, I wanted to see a lot of
Yeah.
the players get a ring.
Mm, I still root for the Jaguars' downfall when they win one game because I genuinely hate them.
Well, I mean, the only thing they can defeat is themselves.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence is hilarious because one week he'll show that he has potential, then another week he'll play like fucking.
Wasn't there like a whole run where he didn't throw a touchdown pass?
Yeah, he didn't throw a touchdown for like a month and a half.
And then now they hired Doug Peterson, which I have no idea how that's gonna
Yeah.
go.
Doug Peterson's hilarious. Now, like, Carson Wentz really can't escape him because now he's back in his division.
Imagine
Which
they.
Carson Wentz might not be on the team. There's reports that he might get released or traded.
I don't know if they'd release him. They'd have to just trade him. 'Cause I don't think they're willing to take on dead cap that they get if they release him.
The Eagles are still paying him, I think.
Yeah, isn't it like? Don't they have like a huge dead cap for him?
Yes,
And they still
they
like
have
made the
huge dead.
playoffs with what they had.
Yeah, they have huge dead cap because of the offensive linemen too, and because of they're paying Fletcher Cox a lot of money, and they're paying Javon Hargrave like 15 million. The other defensive tackle, because I think they run a 4-3.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I don't know. You think Jalen Hurts is their guy?
No, not for them at least.
Ooh, someone we know not gonna like that.
Yeah, but like I don't. He can be, but I really don't think he's the person for them specifically.
Yeah, I could see that. And all else fails, honestly, you can't just wait if it doesn't work out next year quarterback class. which
Yeah,
looks
this is not
loaded on paper.
this is not the year to take a quarterback.
I'm talking about next
Like,
year's.
yeah, this is the year to take a quarterback if you need one, but you can get one late.
Yeah, in which I've I've said it myself, and I'll keep saying it. Malik Willis is the best quarterback in this draft.
Yeah, I really hope we can land him somehow. I really do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he dropped that far though.
Either in the first round, we need to take a wide receiver or Malik Willis.
Cause he's most likely going, especially with after the Senior Bowl, he's most likely going top 15, top 20.
I really hope not, but we're not going to trade up. We don't trade up. We really don't. John Robinson does not trade up.
I was gonna say unless they somehow do it, but I don't know if they could.
No, J. Rob doesn't trade up.
Yeah, I still you don't they usually like trade down if they have to?
Yes, yes. They trade down. They don't trade up.
Yeah, 'cause I still remember 2018 where the Ravens traded down with them,
Hmm.
where y'all ended up getting taking Rashawn Evans.
I really wish we didn't. He's gonna be a free agent this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not good.
Okay. Yeah, I can
He's really not
remember
good.
the pick we ended up taking with that when we traded down ended up being Hayden Hurst,
Yeah,
who we then traded to Atlanta for a second round pick, who ended up being J.K. Dobbins. So blessed with for that.
yeah. I actually love Hayden Hurst.
Yeah, I love Hayden Hurst. Don't get me wrong, but in the end, we ended up with J.K. Dobbins, so I'm not mad about
Right.
that.
I mean, that's really because like running back is not valued. It's really not.
Yeah,
Like, at least in the draft. That's why like I don't know why the Steelers took running back in the first round. That was very stupid. They could have easily had him in the second round. They're like the only team that would have took Najee Harris in the first round.
yeah. The Najee Harris pick. At first, I was thinking like, who's gonna block for him, and then just seeing how he did this season was like, like like imagine if he had a good offensive line.
Yeah.
And then I'm still confused about the Travis Etienne pick. Considering,
That was stupid. That was very stupid.
because I think they wanted Kadarius Toney, but he ended up going to pick
Yeah.
before them. But I'm honestly not sure about that, considering they're also trying to use him as like a third down back and just taking a situational player with your first round pick instead of addressing
Yeah,
other needs.
yeah, I would not take. I would have not took him. That was very dumb. Travis Etienne's a good player, but like, I understand the Clemson connection. I really do, but not when you had James Robinson the year before run for 1,000 yards. I would not have taken a running back.
I think they're gonna trade him at this point because they've been. I just think James Robinson deserves better.
He deserves way better.
Because like the way they handle his touches and just not
Yeah.
really using him.
Yeah, like at one point, Carlos Hyde was getting more touches.
Well, that's
And
Urban
then
Meyer for you.
Yeah, Urban Meyer's an idiot, but I'm blessed for the 2 championships.
Of course.
I'm blessed. Those are the only championships I've ever seen in my life. So there we go.
Must be nice seeing a championship for your college
Yeah.
team. Bro, it's been pain trying to see Oregon win a natty.
Right. No, Oregon's hilarious. Like they'll do good, and then they'll play an Arizona team and just lose.
Don't get me started on Arizona State in 2019. We should
Yeah,
have won that game, but Jaden Daniels and Brandon Ayuk torched us.
yeah. I was actually in high school with somebody who was an Oregon fan. It was hilarious.
Speaking of Jaden Daniels, he's set to transfer,
Yeah. Mhm.
and some of the players weren't a fan of it. In which it's like, I don't, I don't get why they're treating him like that if that's his decision. Have you seen the video of that?
Yes. I know that he's transferring. I think he's gonna go to UCLA.
I don't know. As much as I would like to see him at UCLA, I think they're dead set on Dorian Thompson Robinson as quarterback because they could have had other players transfer to UCLA, including Dylan Gabriel and Caleb Williams, but I think they're just dead set on Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Yeah. Well, on to other news. I want to say the Lakers are going to make the playoffs because I will not bet against LeBron. But at the same time, it's either they don't make the playoffs, they they lose in the play-in, they win in the play-in, and they get beat by the Suns in the first round.
Yeah, it's
Again,
not looking really good for the Lakers right now.
except this time, I don't know if they'll get a game on the Suns in the first round. But I also would not bet against playoffs LeBron. But that team is very bad, and I don't know why they didn't make a move at the trade deadline.
I don't know
But
how.
also, I don't know a team that would accept the only trade package they have is like Avery Bradley and Taylor Horton Tucker for like a superstar.
Yeah,
That's like their only package. I know they declined Christian Wood for Russell Westbrook. I think.
isn't then they also like want like a first round pick?
Yes. Yes, they're rolling out with the Daryl Morey trade packages where he wanted 3 first-round picks for Ben Simmons. I don't know. I really don't know who he thought Ben Simmons was. Hey, I'm glad they made a move though because
Yeah, at least they made a
it would.
move.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't make a move. I'm really glad the Grizzlies didn't make a move.
Yeah, cause I was wondering if you because I was wondering if you were content with them or not.
I am. I really am. They're 41-19.
Okay.
They're 41-19, the third seed. They the only bad loss of the year was against the Trailblazers.
Oh
That was a
yeah,
really bad
yeah
game.
that
That was a
was
really bad game.
that was
The
a good game. God was so good
the
that game.
the officiating was very bad, like very bad. Um, and the team just did not play well. DeAnthony Melton, like I love DeAnthony Melton, but he'll either shoot like 100% from three or he'll shoot like 0 for 8.
Just
Desmond,
pulling out the
yeah,
Dion Waiters meme.
yeah, like Desmond Bane's very good. Him and Ja combined for 34 or for 74.
Yeah, I've been hearing he's been a candidate for most improved, but I don't
Yes,
think they give it to him considering it's the second year player.
he really should get it. He's playing very good. We still got to get Dylan Brooks back as well. He's been injured since the beginning of January.
Yeah, and I think most improved is gonna go to Miles Bridges though.
It'll either go to him or Ja.
Though I will admit, no one biased, but I believe Anthony Simon should be a dark horse for most improved.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he deserves it. Completely biased. Jaren Jackson Jr. is the defensive player of the year.
You still on that agenda?
Yes, because the things that he does is crazy. Like he can guard all 5 positions. I believe that to be a fact. He can guard all 5 positions. He's done it. In the in the regular season game last year against the Warriors, the last one of the season, He had Steph Curry on a one-on-one, and I think he stole the ball.
Didn't Dylan Brooks cook him that game too?
Yes.
And then some people were just shitting on Dylan Brooks for some
Nah, there
reason.
was like a month and a half of the season last year. The Grizzlies were the most hated team in basketball.
And that was just from Warriors fans.
Yes, that's from all of the NBA. It was like we have overachieved every year of our rebuild. Like we're still in the rebuild right now, and we're the third seed.
That's
But
crazy.
the rebuild's not finished. They've overachieved every year. Like Jaren is making strides. This is the player that they drafted in 2018, and then Ja is getting better every game somehow. Steven Adams is very enjoyable to watch. He's hilarious. I love him. I just don't love his contract.
Yeah,
He's getting like
I still remember when the trade first happened. You were just like so mad.
I was pissed because like I did not want Eric Bledsoe on this team, and I'm glad he's not.
Yeah, now we're stuck with him.
Yeah, he sucked. And then we got Zaire Williams is very good. He is very good.
If he keeps playing like this, though, do you think they move on from Dylan Brooks?
No, they'll just have Zaire off the bench with Dylan Brooks starting.
I don't know. Wasn't
And
there like
then
also like some trade discussions about Dylan Brooks earlier in the season?
there's trade discussions about him every year. I'm not moved by it.
Okay.
And I don't think we go all the way this year. I think we get pretty close. I think we get at least to the second round. If we play the Warriors in the second round, we will take them to 6 or 7. I don't think we win, but we take them to 6 or 7.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if they end up beating the Warriors in a series.
Yeah. But I don't really because like Zaire was playing pretty good defense on Steph Curry on the game we won against them. We've won 2 games against the Warriors this year. Both of them, or one of them's in overtime, the other one's in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. With the regular season though, it doesn't really matter because think of it like this: the Blazers are usually good against the Warriors in the regular season,
Mm-hmm.
but they're just atrocious in the playoffs against them.
Yeah, because the Warriors are a smart team, and the Warriors still got to get Draymond back. And CP3 is supposed to be out for like 2 months.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder curious how that's gonna affect the seeding.
Yeah, I think the Warriors are gonna take the 1 seed.
Though I wouldn't be surprised if the Grizzlies take it either.
Yeah, it's close. I don't. I can actually check how close. There's no NBA games till like Thursday because the All Star break.
Cause I'm pretty sure the Suns are like 9, 8 games ahead.
Yeah, they are 8 games ahead of us, and we are 1 game behind the Warriors.
Okay. Cause yeah, that's gonna. It all depends on how the Suns do.
Yeah, and we're 5 games ahead of the 4 seed.
Okay. Also, I get the feeling the Blazers are gonna fuck around and make the playoffs.
They are 2 games behind the Lakers, who are the 9th seed.
Because I remember that meme I showed you. The Anthony Simon says
Yes.
no to tanking.
Yes.
Because he's the sole reason why we could have a chance to make the playoffs.
He's very good. I did not expect him to be this good.
I still
Now
remember
the Knicks,
talking to some.
I don't know. I really don't know what's happening with the Knicks. I really don't. They're supposed to be very good, and they are very underperforming. I don't like Julius Randle signed the extension, and he just like stopped playing good for some reason. was fucking weird.
It's that contract year. You
Yeah.
curse.
Mhm. No, RJ Barrett, he's better than Julius Randle. He is better for the Knicks, and he's just better overall.
Yeah.
They need to keep RJ Barrett and Mitchell Robinson. They need to find a real point guard.
And think they could have got someone like a Sharif Cooper.
I don't even think Sharif Cooper would like help them really, because they wouldn't start him, and because Tom Thibodeau, is that his name? Yeah, Thibodeau, like he does not play the young guys over the vets.
Yeah, I also
He's
noticed
not.
that with Atlanta too, with Nate McMillan.
Hmm. He's not gonna do it for some reason.
Cause it's
Fucking weird.
cause it's like cause I like with the Hawks I like Jalen Johnson and I like Sharif Cooper, but they just haven't really been playing at all. Like they've been
Yeah.
choosing the veterans over those two.
Really, like it's it's just weird how the fall off of the Knicks. I don't understand. 'Cause they really are a good. I believe they are a good team on paper. Except I would not have signed Evan Fournier. He's very streaky.
Yeah. I still remember telling my dad, like, I don't know what they're doing with that Evan Fournier contract.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't make a move, and I'm surprised the Lakers didn't make a move.
I still remember
I,
that fucking OSN video where it was like, where it was him saying this is the greatest team ever assembled, and it was just like, the Lakers team over the 2017 Warriors.
right. Because like they're good on paper. They're never healthy. Anthony Davis wants to be 6'5" so bad so he can be a shooting guard. Because like he's afraid of physicality, and I don't understand. Because he's 6'11". You might forget that he's 6'11" sometimes.
It's like Porzingis
Because
being 7'3", playing like a
yeah,
forward.
and like they only shoot, and it's weird when they can literally bully most people besides Giannis. It's gonna be the Bucks, and it's probably gonna be the Bucks and Suns again.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah,
But
that was a very good series. I don't think it's gonna be good again, really, because like the Bucks got better shooting wise. I think the Suns have pretty much the same exact team besides they have JaVale McGee now.
yeah, and I think the Suns have it this year. If not, then I think the Bucks repeat.
Yeah, you don't think the Warriors can beat them?
Um, but the Suns,
I low key go the Warriors over the Bucks.
I honestly don't know. Like I think it's a toss up. It all depends
Yeah.
on if they're fully healthy.
If we made it and the Bucks made it, that would be like Adam Silver's worst nightmare, having two small market teams in
Adam Silver
the
would
finals.
throw up.
Yeah, that's like the Cavs and Grizzlies would be a good series, but he
Or
would also
another
throw up
Cavs
too.
Warriors.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Cavs Warriors 4 or 5. Bro, everyone would be going insane if that was the case.
Yeah, the MVP race, I think for right now, top three is still Embiid, Giannis, and Jokic. I think it'll be that the rest of the year. You could potentially throw DeMar DeRozan in there.
I think DeMar's the dark horse this year. You,
Yeah, he's the dark horse. I'd give it to him over maybe Embiid.
I don't know. I think I'd rather give it to Embiid
Yeah, like
because
Embiid,
Giannis.
like
I don't know if it's really likely given voters fatigue, and then with DeRozan, I just don't know if they'd give it to him, even if he is their top guy.
I'm really glad DeRozan's doing good. I could not root for him last year, the year before. He was on the
Spurs.
Spurs. I really couldn't root for him, and I really like him as a player, but I had to become a hater when he was on the Spurs.
Yeah, I like DeRozan, but then LeBronto happened.
Not like DeRozan really couldn't do anything because like teammates just sucked after or whenever they played LeBron.
Also, that's still hands down one of my favorite nicknames for an NBA thing.
Right. I really hope we win a championship because nobody is gonna be able to tell me anything if any of
Yeah.
my teams win a championship. I'm flexing that bitch to the day I die.
You clinging on to that shit?
Yes, I'm gonna be like the 2019 Raptors. That's how I'm gonna be.
Jeez.
Oh, that Kawhi run was probably the greatest run I've personally seen.
Yeah. I don't know. There's like three of them that could be considered the greatest runs ever. But I think for me, my favorite run I saw you, was 2018 LeBron. Even if they didn't even win the finals, I still think that was my
Yeah,
favorite run I've ever seen. Cause not gonna lie, 2018, I was not expecting the Cavs to make the finals.
yeah. Uh, as well, like I never bet against LeBron in the in the playoffs.
I don't know.
It's like just like with Tom Brady, I never would have bet against him. It's like biggest disappointment in the playoffs was the Cardinals.
Oh, definitely.
They started out so strong. I know that because I was at the Titans Cardinals game when we lost like
Yeah, I
36 to
remember
13.
that.
I was at the game and like I thought they were gonna be like Super Bowl contenders and
They
they just got
folded.
progressively worse because they lost DeAndre Hopkins.
I don't think I've ever seen a team
And
fold so fast.
I'm pretty sure like it's 100% injury based, but I want to say the Ravens went from like 8-2 and they finished like 8-9.
Yeah.
Like that's bad.
Granted, if we had Lamar though, I think they would have made the playoffs. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Well,
Also has
I
to do
do
with the
think
fact that John Harbaugh decided to go for 2 points twice, and it didn't work
I'm
out.
I'm on the fence about that because if it happened, everybody would have been calling it a smart play call. But since it didn't work, everybody said it was dumb.
Now, regardless, I still think it was a bad idea.
No, what's a bad idea is going for two in the first quarter of a playoff game. That was stupid, and that's why we lost the game.
Yeah.
Also lost the game because Ryan Tannehill turned into Ryan Leaf.
I don't think I've heard that, but that's fucking funny.
Yeah, it just came off the top of my head. I'm not even a Ryan Tannehill hater. I just hate the decisions he makes. I'm pretty sure he's a good person.
Yeah.
Not a good football player anymore.
I'm gonna use that now.
Yeah. Turn into Ryan Leaf. That's crazy.
Okay, so I kind of actually wanted to talk a little bit about recruiting for college football.
Mhm.
And from what I've seen, I was going to talk a little bit about Oregon, but basically, we're in the running for, I think, two prospects in the class of 2023 that are 5 stars.
Jesus.
It was like Nico, I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, Nico Iamaleava, quarterback
Yeah.
out of California, and then like another person, I think it was like a tackle out of
Mhm.
Florida, and then another one was Mateo Uyagalele, DJ Uyagalele's brother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. DJ was supposed to be good last year, but he sucked.
I don't
Like
know.
he was
I
supposed to
think,
be generational.
yeah, I still remember being excited about the rivalry of him and Bryce Young.
Yeah, because DJ was like he had like his Heisman odds were very high, and then he wasn't anywhere near the award.
Yeah, I don't know. You think he's still going to be the starter next year?
Yes, 100%.
And then I feel like it could be end up being like a Spencer Rattler situation like this year.
Mhm.
Like if he ends up not playing well, they put in Cade Klubnik and
Yeah. Like there's not many. Like he's gonna be good. Don't get me wrong. He's gonna be good. But he was just bad last year. I don't understand it.
didn't they also like lose some of their receiving talent?
Yeah, they're losing Justin Ross.
So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna play out. Plus, Clemson lost both. I think both their offensive and defensive coordinators to head coaching jobs
Oh Jesus.
because they lost Brent Venables to Oklahoma, and I forget their offensive coordinator's name, but I think he left too.
Yeah, I know Tennessee lost their wide receiver coach to the Saints.
Yeah, I'm just looking this up real quick.
We need better receivers. Our receiving core is so weak.
Yeah, they lost their offensive coordinator Tony Elliott to Virginia.
Mm. I don't. I don't even know who like if they have. Do they have good receivers still though?
Who?
Clemson.
I don't know any of the names right now. The only one I knew was the one you mentioned.
Yeah. Titans need to draft a tight end because we currently don't have an NFL level tight end on the roster. We have a Harvard graduate and we have Jeff Swain.
Okay.
Anthony Ferguson is not good. Like he drops passes at the most crucial times. He dropped a third down pass that would have won the game in overtime against the Jets.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Damn, that's
Like
tough.
it was right in his hands and he had a clear pass to the end zone and he dropped it and then we missed the field goal and we lost the game.
Oh right, I remember that.
Yeah. And then Jeff Swaim is supposed to be a blocking tight end, but he's not very good at blocking.
So we need to draft one. We need to draft either Jeremy Ruckert or Jeremy Weidemeyer or Isaiah like.
Yeah, those would have been some good pickups, but also I wanted to get your thoughts on Texas. Like
What about
with the way they recruited this year, they ended up with the top 5 recruiting class, and also did really good in getting transfers. Like,
them?
you think they're the real deal, or do you think they're gonna be
Nope.
frauds like every year?
No, I don't think they're gonna be that good.
You don't think what's his name, Quinn Ewers is gonna take over?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do though.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. They're also in the running to get Arch Manning,
Yeah.
in which I think I don't know where Arch is gonna go. Like that's a toss up.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, his top 5 or 4 were Auburn or not Auburn, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, and I believe Ole Miss. And honestly, I'm either banking on Ole Miss since his since Peyton and Eli you went there, and then I think he go. Or if not, then I think he goes Texas.
Texas would be interesting for him at least,
Yeah,
because they literally haven't been good since like they had Vince Young.
yeah. Also, I don't know why I didn't know this, but like a couple months ago, I finally realized that Jamal Charles was on those Texas teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did not know that at all until like I saw that and asked my dad about that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. That that's probably a good stopping point.
Uh, yeah, we're at 48 minutes in, so I think that's a good place to
Yeah,
stop.
yeah. That's pretty good to stop.
All right, see y'all in the next one.
Yep. See you.